66% of purchase influencers, so buyers, indicated that 2 to 9 people from outside of the organization were involved in the purchase decision. There's 2 studies that I've come across. HubSpot in 2016 and LinkedIn in 2020 says anywhere between 3 and 2% of buyers do not trust salespeople. I think the 32% is like a high number. 3% seems more right from my personal experience, and that was my mom and my wife. I would say they would trust me when I was in sales. So for that reason, who are they listening to? If they don't trust the salesperson, who we're putting all this time, energy, money, resources into, who are they trusting? Well, according to Forrester Research, 66% of purchase influencers, so buyers, indicated that 2 to 9 people from outside of the organization were involved in the purchase decision. They're not listening to salespeople anymore. They're listening to consultants and partners. They're listening to their colleagues. They're listening to peers at other companies. They're going out and doing their own research. They're talking to analysts. They're talking to everybody else that is out there in the field, and then they're coming to talk to the salesperson. And 9 times out of 10, I bet you, they're hearing different things than that salesperson and trying to line it all up. And they know, well, that salesperson's got a quota, so they're probably saying whatever they can to get me to close this deal. Right? So what that does is it puts us in a place where we're at a disadvantage. And this is why I would say sales enablement is dead. Not in the sense of it's not pertinent, it doesn't bring value anymore. I still love the 1989 album. It's there. But reputation? Oh, come on. I got 5 Tay-Tay fans in here. This is great. All right. For those that are, tell the ones at the table how good that was of a reference, okay? Okay. So, with that being said, let's define really quickly what I'm saying about the difference between sales enablement and revenue enablement. These are my rough definitions of it. And don't worry, I will send this out to anybody afterwards if you want to email me. So if you're like sitting there scrambling to write these down, don't worry about it, I'll get it to you. Sales enablement is the strategic process of equipping sales teams with necessary tools, information, and content to sell more effectively. It focuses on enhancing the efficiency and productivity of sales operations, primarily aiming to improve direct sales performance and quota attainment. Okay? So that's sales enablement. It's focused on the sales team. Now, let's talk about revenue enablement. Because I think once I give this definition, some of you might be going like, well, I'm already doing revenue enablement. Good. We can both agree then. Sales enablement's dead. Okay. We don't have to hate each other and maybe have to watch myself as I go to the car tonight. So revenue enablement is a comprehensive strategy that empowers all client-facing roles across sales, marketing, customer success, and partner management with the tools, content, and training necessary to optimize the entire customer journey. Its objective is to drive cohesive efforts towards enhancing customer experience and maximizing revenue outcomes. Sales enablement is about direct sales. Revenue enablement is about customer experience. It's understanding that that customer is no longer talking to the salesperson for their experience. They're talking to everybody else. So therefore, we need to support the customer experience across that of everybody that they're talking to. Because whenever we do that, we level the playing field. It's no longer 1 versus 5. We get to have everybody in on the game. It becomes an even. And because we know whenever we start enabling all of these teams and people, they're having interactions outside of this with all those others. So therefore, we're no longer doing sales in a 1-to-1. We're playing 5 to 5, 6 to 6, 8 to 12. I think you guys, mine took you said 11, going to 22 people in a decision. There's no way one person, maybe 3 people on a sales team can do that kind of an influence. But you start bringing in your customer success managers, you start bringing in your partners, your agencies, your channels, all of a sudden you have more opportunities available in that. So how do we do this? What are the 3 pivotal shifts? Okay, Greg, you've sold me. I'm no longer going to follow you to your car and hit you with a book in the back of the head, the Sales Enablement playbook today. By the way, I got the same book. When we all got this, I think Amazon just knows, like, you got a mind shift, and they're like, you hop on there and like, you should buy this book. Okay, you buy it. So shift number one is, is expand enablement across all your roles. The idea is you need to empower every role and elevate the customer journey. Remember, this is about the customer experience. Yemeni Rangan, and I probably butchered her name, but she's the CEO of HubSpot, and she talks about value at every step a lot of times. And her idea of customer experience is this is her definition, is customer experience is how your customers perceive their interactions with your company. It's about all the touch points they experience with your business, from first website visit to first interaction with your product to first time they need support. This is what your customers are judging you against. And then they're telling their friends, and they're telling their friends, and they're telling their friends. So who cares if you sold that one deal? You might have won the battle, you've lost the entire war if you're not supporting them through their entire experience. What does that look like? Here's what we did at Platform.sh. So this is your typical customer journey. This is the new modern thing that we all talk about. Like, I remember going through all the trainings over the years and seeing it just constantly change from sales cycle to buying cycle to the customer to now we're on customer journey. Great, love it. So when you're on sales enablement, this is what we started out with the concept of, okay, so whenever we're supporting sales enablement, this is great. We've got the entire customer journey here, right? Because we're supporting our BDRs, ISRs, and AEs who are right up there in the front with the discovery because they're doing cold calling. They're probably the first interaction that customers ever experience. And then they're going through the evaluation, the commitment, and then the initial implementation of it. And then we have an account manager who's going to be there for the renewal, but they're hopping in there. We do that warm handoff. It does great. And all of a sudden, they're going to go into initiation. They're using it because they have a great experience. They're starting to become an advocate for us. So you can look at it and say, hey, great. We've supported them along every step of this journey. Great, but if you remember the quote from Yamini, she said, it's every touch point. This is, in reality, what it looks like, what they're experiencing. At least this is for us. You might have more roles, you might have more situations that you're running into, but the reality is every single one of these people on here are having a touch point with that customer. And they're judging you and determining, hey, are we going to do this deal? Are we going to close it? Am I going to renew it? Am I going to tell anybody else about it? Based upon their experience they're having in here. Sales enablement says we focus on the top line and that's it. Revenue enablement says we focus on everybody, making sure the customer has an amazing experience and they're understanding the value of the product all the way along the way. And therefore, we're able to put revenue enablement across the bottom, supporting everybody. Isn't that great? Okay, love that transition. That's where the applause were supposed to come in, cheers, throwing of things. Okay, so great idea, Greg. Let's make this practical. 3 ways you can start today, okay? Every one of these points, pivotal, I'm going to give you 3 ways literally you can start today. First, broaden your mindset. Just by starting to think about this, you're already going to start thinking of different ways. Somebody earlier was asking about, okay, we just got all these others. How do we start supporting them with enablement? We've got customer success. We got, what was the thing? I can try to remember all that. For me, whenever I took on there, I realized there's competencies across the board that everybody needs. That everybody needs business acumen. Everybody needs professional acumen. Everybody needs technical acumen. Everybody needs product acumen. No matter what, I've already been creating that content for my sellers, so now that I brought in that, I can start providing that, okay? Start networking. All of the leads, the heads of these different departments, you can set up a 30-minute meeting and just say, hey, I want to see if there's anything I can do right now to help you out. Maybe there's something that we can pass off. Maybe there's some way I can come in and support you. And then third, proactive versus reactive. When I started this, it was me. And you have all these different heads, you have that many people, there's no way I was going to be able to support everybody, but I wanted to talk to them and get to understand what their needs were. So I came in with very clear boundaries and understandings of expectations of, hey, I'm going to be proactive with some teams and reactive with others. You're a reactive team right now. You will have your day, you will have your time. Right now, I'm literally making that big shift right now. We've been very proactive in our account executives and our BDRs and some of our account managers, and I'm making a huge shift literally this week to starting to talk to our agencies and partners and directly enabling them. And I was able to tell the rest, you're now on reactive and I'm now proactive with these. Able to set those mindsets. But during that time frame, being able to hear them say, hey, we have a gap here and here, and I go, okay, I can help with that on this date with this materials. Does that work? Yes. So just understanding those are the 3 steps here there.